Welcome back to another STEM with Mr. Bois video. Today we're going over how to use the Revolve tool in Fusion. Alright, so let's go over how to use the Revolve tool in Fusion. The first thing that we're actually going to do is click Create a Sketch. So we're going to go to Create and we're going to create Sketch, and then we're going to click which plane that we want to make our sketch on. Now for a full breakdown of how the axes and planes work in Fusion, I will have a separate video linked in the description where I actually go over all of that in depth. So yeah, now I'm going to click the XY plane, and I do that because that was the plane that I was the most familiar with in school, because that's the plane I used in school all the time growing up. So yeah. All right, and now I'm going to click a 2-point rectangle, and I'm going to click it over the origin, right? And it doesn't matter which way I do it, I'm just going to do it. And now I'm going to click Finish Sketch, and then this is actually how you use the tool. So you go to Create, you go to Revolve, it already selected my profile for me, and then it's going to ask which axis I want it to be around. It's not letting me click this Z axis, but it's going to let me click this X axis, which will bring it that way. And it will also let me bring over this. Hold on, let me take it there. This Y axis. So yeah. And then as you can see, it's saying how far do I want it to rotate. I can either drag the blue thing by simply clicking it, like I did so, like this. And I can drag it however much I want. Or I can type it in here and be like, I want this to revolve, which basically means rotate with a solid, essentially, but make it a solid. We're going to use revolve for ease of confusion. I can do 30 degrees and it'll look like a slice of cheese. So that's one way of doing it. But this works better for more specific shapes. So I'm actually going to go to my timeline, delete, and now I'm going to click Edit Sketch. And I'm going to just mess around with this, right? I'm going to click Arc. I'm going to click 3-point arc. You don't have to follow exactly what I'm doing. I'm just having a little fun with this. And now I'm going to click Modify. I'm going to click Finish Sketch. And then I actually want the sketch to show. So what I did was I simply went to this arrow and I'm showing that. Okay. And now I'm going to click Revolve in Create. So let me do that again. I go to Create, I find Revolve, and it already clicked the plane for me. If it doesn't do it for you, you might have to click on it. And then what if I select this axis? I'm going to simply revolve it around. Or I can have it look like that, and there I have a little hole thing in it. I don't know how to describe that, but yeah, that's kind of how you use the Revolve tool. And once again, you can type as much as you want. If you want 250 degrees, you can. And then you can see that it made that little hole thing. You can do 20 degrees, right? And yeah, so Fusion will limit you in which axis you can use, because sometimes it really wants you to use the Y axis, or it doesn't let you use the Z axis. And that's simply because it's just not possible for Fusion to revolve around that. There is probably a deeper and better explanation somewhere else on the internet if you're super curious. But if it doesn't let you click on it, Fusion's not going to let you do it. So yeah. Once again, just showing like the whole thing of it. You can revolve this and you kind of have like this really cool, I don't know what this is, but you have that thing that I made. Cool. That looks interesting. And yeah, that's how you use the Revolve tool. But I want to be super clear about something. So I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to delete this sketch. I'm going to create a new sketch, and I'm going to click that same XY plane, and then I'm going to create a circle over this. Now I'm going to click Finish Sketch. I'm going to try to click the Revolve tool with this, right? And if I try the Y-axis, it doesn't work. Nope. If I try the x-axis, it doesn't work. And then if I try the z-axis, it won't work, right? Now let's click more info on the two arrows. The profile crosses the revolve axis. Try moving the profile or trimming it along the axis so that there is no overlap. Basically, what that means is that when you revolve something, it can't cross that axis that you want to revolve around, or else it just simply won't work. So this crosses all the axes, so it's not going to revolve around it, hence why Fusion gives you that error. Let me rephrase that in a simpler way for those of you who might still be confused or struggling. Essentially, you want your sketch to not cross that axis. So here's how you would fix this particular situation. You would go to Edit Sketch, and simply what you can do is create a line or draw a line by pressing L or go into Create, clicking Line. I like to press L because it's faster. And I'm going to make that line. I'm going to click Trim. Why isn't it trimming? There we go. I'm going to click Trim. I'm going to click Finish Sketch. And now I'm going to click Revolve. I'm going to select the x-axis. And look, I have my dome thing. And that's how you use the Revolve tool in Fusion. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below. I'll try to answer them as fast as I can, but I am a teacher, so I am busy. But yeah, that's how you use the Revolve tool in Fusion. And that was how to use the Revolve tool in Fusion. I'm STEM with Miss Dubois. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day and a great life. Bye!